Dead Sky Publishing presents American Narcissus by Chandler Morrison, narrated by Rebecca Lucas. Aphrodite's thirst was never quenched. It was cruel and dreamy. It was certainly the most splendid kind of thirst. Arthur Rimbaud. Chapter 1. Only Lies. Only lies are sexy. Guys like Ryland Richter knew this. When the girl asked him what he did for a living, lying was the only option. Nobody wanted the truth. They thought they did. These girls, who all looked and talked the same. These girls, these kids, most of them at least a decade his junior, barely out of high school. What they wanted was to be told something inoffensive and life-affirming, something that made them think, yes, I made the right choice in agreeing to go out with this guy. Ryland never told the truth, not when he was out with these girls, being asked this question. They didn't want to know he was a businessman, and the social strata of men with their corner offices and expensive cufflinks represented, to them, something which needed to be torn down, smashed. They didn't want to know he worked in the medical insurance industry. They didn't want to know his Mercedes Maybach ran on gasoline, paid for with money his team had refused to grant cancer-stricken grandmothers and mangled car crash victims based on whatever loophole they could find. If he told them these things, it would lead to places he didn't want to go. They would find out through pointed questions that his voting history was streaked with red, more out of desire for self-preservation than any ideological grounds, but that wouldn't matter to them. His vested interest in his stock holdings and the accumulation of his possessions may as well have been a swastika carved on his forehead. And then they'd want to know his feelings about the homeless. He had none, save for a vague sense of disgust. And immigration. America had too many people as it was, especially here in Los Angeles, and more people meant fewer parking spaces. But he couldn't say any of that. If he did, they wouldn't sleep with him, and that was the only point of any of this. So instead, he said, "I'm a dog walker." The girl smiled. Her lips hinted at something that might have been coyness, playful skepticism. Her eyes scanned the quiet restaurant, dark blue irises glinting in the candlelight. They stopped on the tuxedoed piano player with two long fingers and a creepy grin before darting back to Ryland. "This is an awfully nice place to take a girl on a dog walker's budget. And your clothes, the car." Ryland sipped his champagne, made a dismissive gesture with his hand.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?